I'm grateful to be in the championship. I wish we could have performed better. Colorado Mesa, obviously they've been here a ton in this position, and their mental toughness and desire to win and focus on the game was on point. And we got to hand it to us. I mean, it's they played great, and they're a good team. And Durant's Player of the Year, and she played like it. And hats off to them. I feel like they had momentum just boom on their side, and when things started going their way, it kept going their way. And we couldn't break it. We couldn't stop it. We couldn't score. Even when they were having, if we could get some stops and string together some stops, we couldn't find the way to put the ball in the hole. And, that hurt us. And so when we couldn't, when we did score, they answered. It's what it felt like. Like, okay, we strung together some stops, but we're not scoring on our end. So, the lead wasn't changing even though we were getting stops. That kind of stuff. And then we'd score a basket and be like, yes, and then they would answer. So we couldn't, we turned the ball over a bunch in the first half, kind of trying to get our act together. And, I don't know if we had nerves. I don't know if we just, our focus wasn't, it just wasn't there as on point as it should have been. Well, it's interesting. We had Olivia Ellis on her at our place. And she did a great job. She took 29 shots at our place, right, and didn't make a boatload. And Liv hurt her elbow, it kind of threw us off a little bit in last night's game. And so, we kind of went by committee, and I felt like even sometimes when we were there, we even went junk on her, and it didn't matter. She's scoring, or somebody else would score. And every time she had just an inch, she was nailing it. So, she was, when she's on fire like that, it's tough. You got to let her catch it. You got to, try to do something. And I obviously probably shouldn't ask me because, she's still got her point. It's funny. Caitlin is, to me, a starter, and she comes off the bench for us, and she's played that role just beautifully and was so seamlessly ready to go when Liv, was out, and we had to start a second half last night and start tonight. And then I go to turn on the bench to sub Liv in. Just not for Caitlin, but for someone, and she's looking at a doctor like off the court somewhere. So I don't even, so it was a little bit weird. And then she still had to play, and she still performed. So these guys, Liv and Caitlin, they played great. They, took it to the hoop. When we got going a little bit, I'm surprised we outscored them in transition. All right. Well, fourth quarter probably a little bit. That's when we did, because we were pushing and looking for it, and I put Sis back in, and she hit some shots. Ryan hit a big bucket, and I don't know. It didn't feel like we had a lot of high spots.
It was a really great opportunity to be here. Coming here my freshman year, like we weren't able to make the playoffs, even though we're still not eligible. But coming, I thought like we were focused, but we just couldn't catch up to them, and they were just hot, and we couldn't find our rhythm, and that was hard to overcome.
Every opportunity that I get, you have to go into the basket to make it, and every loose ball you got to get, like I said. And I guess I just was confident. Like I knew that I know I'm a good player, and I know that when I'm confident that no one can stop me, So that's like my mindset coming in today, is that I needed to play confidently for my team, and hopefully my confidence would have rubbed off on everyone else,
Yeah, we're excited, and, hopefully we're, have a chance to go. And if we play Mesa again, I don't know, it's a silly regional, but we'd love any chance to get to lace up again and not have to end on that note, and hopefully perform better as a group. Mesa's a great defensive team. They're a great defensive team. They're athletic. They're strong. They're tough. They defend the ball really, really well. And I feel like they shot lights out and didn't get to 70 because they're they kill the clock and keep it low scoring. So hopefully we can get a chance to get some points on the board next game.
Definitely coming into playoffs, it's a different mindset. Anyone can beat anyone, basically. We just had to step up, everybody, and coming from our little drought from the end of our conference, we knew if we wanted to do something and achieve some of our goals that we had to be more aggressive and be more confident and just play our game.